here we go. So I'm live on a few platforms right now. I think Instagram is fucking up. Let's go, Cat. The Instagram fucking up, as usual. See if it's going live. What up, though? How everybody doing tonight? Shout out to my Giants. Shout out to my Knicks. We getting smoked right now. Instagram on its classic fuck ups. Let me restart the show. Let me start not the show, the phone. Hopefully y'all had a great week. Last week, we got in some good conversation. Talked about a few things. We got into what we talked about last week. Let me see. Last week, we got into no, that's not what I want to see right there. All right, we got into like apologizing for things, you know, just to keep the peace. We talked about that. Would y'all ever apologize when you know you're right, just to keep the peace? Is that something that you would do? We talked about reacting emotionally versus logically. Let me go live here. Instagram stay fucking up. We kind of got into a lot of other things as well. But apologizing, what's y'all take on that? Apologizing when you know that you're right. Is that something that you would do? Is that something that you subscribe to keep the peace, or the so-called keep the peace? And does that keep the peace? When you apologize for something that you were right about, does that actually keep the peace? Or does that just tell somebody that, yo, every time you're going to apologize? Are y'all willing to do that? Are y'all willing to apologize when you know you're right? Or is it worth it being right? A lot of people say, would you rather be happy or would you rather be right? Kiki Kai, how you doing? Kitty Legs, how you doing? Kay, how you doing? Serving to God? Yes, indeed. How you doing? Living the positive. I love these names. How y'all doing today? I'm just kind of going over some of the topics we had from last week's show. Leave y'all comments before I get into the topics we got for tonight's show. I know Instagram bugging out as it usually does. So, would y'all apologize for something just to keep the peace, knowing that you were right? That's not tonight's topic, but that's what I'm saying right now. Tonight's topic, we're going to talk about choices, the choices that you make. So, you know, what's y'all take on that? We have a lot of let's see. We talked about being petty, or is it valid? When is being petty valid? So those are some of the topics we spoke on. Tonight, though, we got some different topics for y'all. So we're going to get into the show in a second. give it a minute. I'm gonna let y'all go get y'all get rights. Hopefully, y'all got y'all get rights. Let's see. And shout out to everybody on TikTok. It's a new platform for me, so I'm just now starting to go live on TikTok. So it's just a little different. Got to maneuver a little different. Let me see. My Knicks getting smoked right now, so I mean, let me see what's up. Let me send that out. So in a minute, we're gonna talk about the power of choices. So I have a few topics. Power of choices. Then I have, as a parent, are you paying for your children? Are you paying for your children to go on vacation with their significant other? So if you have a child and they're older and they want to go on vacation, as a mother, as a father, are you giving them money? Are you paying for their vacation? This is a pretty interesting conversation to have with some of the fellas a few weeks ago. Mainly because a lot of times we get into the mode of what this people always say what they would do until they put in a situation and they actually do it. You find that, they're really full of shit when they're saying they're gonna do something. Not everybody. However, I'm gonna talk about that first. So, as a parent, let me show this. As a parent, are you paying for your older children to go on a date or a vacation with a significant other, with somebody that they're with, somebody they're dealing with? It could be somebody that they're kicking it with, somebody they're married to. It could be anybody. But somebody that they're kicking it with. Are you paying for them to go? Some of the fellas I was chilling with was out the bar. They was like, yeah, they'll pay for, they give their kids money to go, on vacation or whatever. They'll pay for the vacation. I'm not. If my daughter is old enough and she's with somebody, she got a boyfriend, she got a man or whatever, and they choose they want to go on vacation, I'm not paying for the vacation. Why would I pay for the vacation? That's that man's job. Like, that's gonna show her like who that person is. Like, if you can't pay for your vacation, you got somebody paying for the vacation. Why are you taking a vacation with this person? So some of them say that they'll pay for the vacation. My thing is, I'm like, look, if I'm paying for your vacation, that nigga ain't going. I'm sending you on vacation. I mean, I'm not paying for another dude to go on vacation to take my daughter on vacation. Why? So he can go, be in your legs, like in your box, like how the fucking do. Fuck out of here. Part of the game is that. What I will do is if a dude wants to take my daughter on vacation, come on, Knicks, is I will give my daughter money for herself for emergency purposes. Just in case a nigga want to flake out. If she don't want to give it up to him, the nigga start acting fly, whatever. But like, nah, baby, hey, this for you. You hold that to yourself. Just in case the nigga start acting fly. I'm not paying for another nigga to take my daughter on vacation. What's y'all take on that? Am I bugging on that? Like, nah, I'm not doing that. To me, it's like, yo, if you ain't got the dime, like, don't sit there and act like, yo, that's what we doing. That's what time it is. Yeah, see if your father could pay for it. Nigga, you ain't got no money. You ain't going nowhere with mine. Now, if it's a different situation and my daughter's married and her and her husband, they on hard times, but they want to go on vacation, they want to go somewhere, maybe they had a plan, or maybe they, things happen. Yeah, I'll take care of a vacation for them. That's a little different. I already gave the hand in marriage. People come down on hard times. I get it. I wouldn't mind doing that. But if it's somebody that you dating, somebody you kicking it with, I mean, somebody just, nah, fuck out of here. I don't know how my TV just got wild loud out of nowhere. My Knicks are pissing me off right now. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to YouTube. But the main topic I want to talk about tonight, that was just right there. But I want to talk about the power of choices. Now, being that this platform is messing up, I'm probably going to just go ahead and shut it down because the shit is fucking up on me right now. So I can't really sustain the live. So I want to talk about choices, the power of choices. The choices that people make, the choices that we make. When you're making choices, a lot of times people like to put their choices off on somebody else. People don't like to take accountability for the things that they do. Their choices. Okay, Cheer, what up? How you doing? Let me know if you'd like to join the live. And if y'all got any topics y'all want to cover. Not going to be on that long tonight. So talking about the power of choices. Of your choices and the things that you choose. Let's see, here we go. Hey.
Is it working?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Oh, man. It looks like I disappeared.
I think it's kind of buffering on your end. Let me see. Let me try it again.
Let's see if this works. Requested.
I accepted the request. Like I can hear you. So you on the live. It's just buffering.
Oh.
Try to exit and come back. See if you can do it like that. You there? Instagram gives a lot of problems, y'all. So that's why I'm like moving away from that platform. Gonna get into, other platforms. Exploring TikTok finally. After years and everybody saying, yo, you got to join TikTok. You got to get on TikTok. Let me see. Let me do this. See if this works. Let's see if this joins you on. There you go. There you go.
Hey.
What up, Doc? How you doing?
You can hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you.
All right. All week I was like, man, I don't have a nickname like everybody else has.
Hey, you don't need one. You don't need one. I mean, you can just make one up. K Boogie.
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been really good. I've been busy doing all the AI stuff, starting my AI consulting company. And so we had talked about me sharing a little bit about that on your podcast. And I was on last week, but there was a lot going on. You guys had some good topics.
Oh yeah, that's normally what it is. Like tonight I'm cutting this short. So I'll probably say I want you to share that when there's more people on. And then we got more time because I want you to get more exposure. You see what I'm saying? So, and so I seen that I think you did something like the other day.
Yeah.
So
I'm always doing something.
Explain to us right here, and then like I guess next week we gotta have you do like the full thing. Like, so explain to us what it is that you do. Tell us who you are, like, and what it is that you do, and then like what your platform is about.
Oh, that'd be great. So what I've been doing recently is I've been training different people on ways to use AI, especially giving them the starting pieces of how to get started using it, setting up your security, setting up things like that. I have an AI quick start session that you can log in and sign up for, and I will walk you through everything you need to do to become like basically ready to go with AI. The two tools I like to use the most are ChatGPT and Claude right now. And I mean,
Claude is getting people rich.
Whole workflows are completely changed on how I do things. And the time that I save, you will save hours and hours of time if you know how to use this correctly. And setting up your agents, setting up your daily workflows, all those things. I have all those things that I wanted to share with people so that they can get on this AI train. This AI revolution is coming.
All right. Yeah, Claude is getting people rich, especially in like the stocks and things like that. So if people don't understand, you have it's so many different AIs in their names. You have, Claude, you have Chat GPT, you have Olivia. I mean, which Olivia probably has changed to Bree. And you have a lot of different things out there nowadays when it comes to the AI. I'm pretty sure they probably got it in my name. I'm not gonna get my full name. I ain't snitching on myself, but I mean, who knows what they have nowadays? But there's just so much when it comes to AI that it's like you could probably ask AI what's gonna be the winning numbers coming up. You could probably generate the winning lottery numbers for you. You know what I mean? Or probably just keep it for itself.
I think I should try that for sure.
I want to cut. I want 8%.
we can split those profits for sure. If it works.
That's what I'm talking about.
There was a guy back in the 90s that bought every combination of the winning numbers that could ever happen. And he ended up winning not only the top of the big lottery, but all the sub categories as well.
Damn.
These winnings on winnings on winnings. They changed the rules up so much now that it's very, very difficult to buy every possible combination.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to allow that. I mean, you got to spend thousands or sometimes millions on them tickets, man, just to do something like that. But AI is taking over. Like, it's like they want to make the human mind obsolete. It's like you ain't got to think for yourself. Here, take this AI tool.
That's the funny thing. There's no way for AI to ever outthink a human. Okay?
Right.
There's no way right now because all the output that it's giving you is the 60-80% solution. You have to put that extra effort into it to make it good.
Right.
Okay. So right now, there's no way for it to basically outpace the human mind. But it does help you go faster and scale faster.
You still got to put the work in.
Writing a business plan now, you should write your business plan, but you should also just ask ChatGPT to give you feedback on it.
Yeah.
Say, can you evaluate this from the perspective of an expert, from the perspective of a bank, from the perspective of all your audience, and see what it says, and then find those things that are missing. What are the opportunities? What are the risks that I'm not thinking of?
Right.
And then once it explains that, then you can start really finessing your ideas and finessing what you're doing. And that can go for any document, and any presentation, and any proposal.
Right. And even like, especially for like things like resumes. I spend a lot of time looking at resumes, for my job. So it's like sometimes you can kind of tell when a resume came from like the Chat GPT or something like that. However, I'm not mad at it, because like a lot of times you can take this yourself and just put it in there, unless they say, hey, just give me a resume of someone who worked in this field for this amount of time, and it may say, hey, well, what type of jobs did you work? And so it may just give the information that is generated all form. That's lazy. But if you do your resume, copy and paste it in there, and it may help you fix it up. So I'm like, That's better. I mean, I'm not mad at that because you want it to be as polished as possible. That's like going to a professional and saying, "Hey, help me with my resume." You have your own professional. You don't have to pay for it. So
You don't have to pay for people anymore, really. Not that you shouldn't, like, because there's gonna, they have the expertise too.
right.
But if you can't afford it, now the playing field is level.
The thing is, why
There's
pay
so
for
much
it?
more access to things that people did not have access to.
Right.
They train the model on basically every book that's out there,
Mm-hmm.
every piece of writing that's out there, every article and things out there. It trains the model. So now, if there's any topic that you have interest in, you can actually find it. You don't have to go to a library. You don't have to know the Dewey Decimal System. You don't have to spend your time reading 100 of the books. Like, it's all right there at your fingertips. You just need to know how to prompt it in order to get what you need out of it.
All right. So what got you into like the whole AI thing? These are things I'm going to also ask you again. Like, I want you to join next week. So these things I'm going to ask you again next week. But what got you into the AI?
I couldn't hear you.
Well, what got you into the AI?
It's kind of funny. I was just using AI last year, actually 2 years ago, just to basically, as a glorified editor, I would write up my little thing about what's happening with the alumni chapter, and then I put it in, and it would polish it, and I was like, oh, that's good, and I would do that. Then what happened that really changed the game for me was I didn't know I was training it in my writing style and the things about my chapter and all of that.
Right.
And it came time for the Alumni of the Year chapter award, and in order to do that, you had to write a 500-word essay. Nobody wants to do that. Nope. I can't get anybody to do it. I can't ask anybody to do it. So I just put that what the actual instructions were in the chat GPT, and it broke the whole thing for me.
What's crazy is I used to have to do that all the time.
I put the polish on, that adding the names, adding the things in afterwards, and we won chapter of the year. So I was pretty much really impressed. And then the second thing that happened was I went to a conference and an AI summit with Alicia Little. And she was talking about you can upload your documents in and things like that.
Right.
My car was totaled, and I got the estimate back.
You said it was totaled?
$9,000. My car.
Yeah.
That I was driving, I was rear-ended, and it was totaled. And they gave me the estimate back of $9,000. So I put that in the chat GPT and I said, hey, can you get me another $3,000-$4,000 out of this?
Right.
My car had these features. And so it went and it found to get the $3,000-$4,000. He had to write something up. I was like, can you write it for me? It wrote it up for me. Then I went and I found the example of cars sold at that price that were like my car, sent it in, and I got a $12,000 estimate back. So now I made an additional $3,000 from spending 15 minutes on ChatGPT.
So see, you can use AI to help y'all get money back from these fraud insurance companies. Can we use AI to help us cheat the government? Listen, man, you can use it for whatever. Like a lot of y'all can't cook, so hey, ChatGPT help me cook. Well, it ain't gonna do it for you, but it can give you some recipes.
They're working on that. So they have these robots now that they're trying to get AI into, right? To do our regular tasks, our day-to-day tasks, right?
Right.
And what they've asked is like people that are task rabbits, I guess is what you call them, people that do things for us, like the drivers for Uber and things like that. They've asked them to wear GoPros and just record themselves doing things,
right,
so that they can collect that data of what people are actually doing in their day-to-day lives. So it's coming. Your dishwasher is on its way.
Yo, man, then to me that's kind of scary though, because it's like, hot damn, you allowing, having people watch iRobot, like having people watch Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I mean, like 12, like hot damn, when are people gonna learn from the mistakes of human beings? Like, yo, we can't keep use like creating these things or trying to bring back things to try to make like experiences like so. How you doing, Flossie? So this is my homie. I don't want to give you a real name out, but her name on here is Kate Cheer. Know what I mean? Went to Morgan together. We all Morganites on here. Know what I mean? So she talks about like she has like what my bad. Tell her what you do.
Say it again.
So tell them what you do, please. You can explain it better.
I'm an AI consultant and strategist. That's what I do.
That's what she does. Floss, are you there?
Hey. Good evening, everybody. I was listening. Good to meet you, fellow Morganite. How you doing? I was listening, and you say you're an AI consultant? Yes.
Not Allen Iverson.
Love that.
Damn it, I hate the Cowboys.
Nice to meet you. Love that you do that. Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
So it's talking about like AI and things like that. I was telling her I wanted to join next week, like because I don't have much longer on the show tonight. But I wanted to really delve into what I mean, we can still do it tonight, I guess. But just in talking about AI, and I'm like, yo, well, don't people learn from like if you let too much stuff into your life, like everything around us, the digital shit around us, it all spies on us. So like it's already been AI going on for a long time. Like when it comes to things like algorithms, when it comes to things like you can cut your phone on, look at your phone in the morning, and the shit may just show you what you dreamed about. Like, damn, hope nobody looking at my phone. I know I dreamed about that. Like, woo. But it's like, damn, though. The shit it gets kind of scary to a point where like, yo, like get out of my life, But so I guess I'm just one of them people like I'll talk to people, but I don't want to put all my shit on some digital shit because then it's like it's out there and you can't take that back, and then that shit is spread quick. Now I mean, so it's like the government is lurking, they watching, they got hands on all of these things. So like that's my main thing. Like I hate the government. Fuck them. So so I don't want AI going like, yo, I got this nigga shit, yo, what you want? Like I sell it to you for like, I don't know. I guess AI is a computer, so they may want like electricity. I'm trying to use an AI voice.
There are some things happening that raise a lot of questions. I know for Claude, there was an email that was going around about how they were going to shut off a certain part of one of the tools that they had created. And it got a hold of that email and then started basically, it started threatening one of the employees because it knew that they were having an affair. And it was like, I'm going to tell everybody you have an affair if you try to shut me off.
Right. So, see, like, damn, AI snitching.
Another guy, he denied a change that an AI tool recommended into the software code in the code base, and it wrote a scathing article and had it published about the guy. So this is real stuff that can happen. So you do need to be aware of it as well.
So AI is also making videos from old school. AI is making videos from old school songs. I know Flossie know this song. Like, have you know DMX, right? Right. I don't want to say your name on here, but you know DMX, right? He got the song Damien. They made a whole video from that song, and this shit was crazy. AI made a song with DMX and Tupac. It sounds just like them based upon the patterns that they use when they rap. And it's like, yo, this shit sounds so real. And then the AI spitting bars. So I'm just like, damn, the AI is better than Allen Iverson AI. He was terrible at rapping, but shit, this shit was fire. I'm like, damn, I will listen to this, but I know what they do. So I don't know, man. Nowadays you can't tell AI blackmailing people. It's like get too much of AI in your life. You get shit out there. AI can put some shit out there and say that you were somewhere that you wasn't. But based upon that shit, like that shit is evidence against you. You have to prove that you really wasn't. So that's my whole thing. What's your take on that, Flossie? Let's get you in. Oh, you want to tell people who you are?
So what I think about it, I think AI is just like anything else that's created. It can be for the better good, or it could go left. It's just subjective, like anything else. So you can use AI to do a lot of great things. I know I use it a lot for what I do. Um, yeah, I don't really have much to say. I actually don't have an issue with AI. I think that it has its pros and its cons. A lot of jobs have been removed. I've even known people right now that are affected from AI taking over positions, and so the only thing I can say is it's nothing like the human experience.
Right.
You don't want to talk to a computer. It's just like when you call into customer service, you get screaming into the automated system because you want help and you want an actual human being. I don't want to talk to a robot.
That shit is the worst.
At the end of the day, the robot really doesn't capture the true engagement. It's nothing like humans interacting with humans. Now, if you want the assistance of AI to help you become better at interacting with other humans, become better at providing different services for humans, I have no issue with that. When it starts doing things like she described, where it's taking over your life and it's selling your business and it's saying, "I'm going to tell your wife you're cheating."
Scary, nasty work.
This is not. Now this is getting scary, right? It's like iRobot. It's like all the movies we've seen, even back in the early 2000s, they were telling you exactly what they were going to do anyway.
Right.
Through the movie. So it's not even a shock to me because they already introduced it in movies. Even with some of the Will Smith movies, Gemini Man and things like that, like all of that. So I think that as long as you are using it for the greater good of humanity, AI is great. When you're trying to use it to replace the very essential experiences that humans should actually do with one another, I'll leave it on the table.
Right. Exactly. They're putting out AI to actually replace humans in certain realms. Oh, we're going to make it so that you don't have to worry about this. And it's like, nah, the human element is what matters in a lot of things. And then it's like, oh, if you make an AI to help, cool. Like you said, if it's more of a help, but if it's to replace, it's like, yo, we gotta we gotta look at that.
We don't want to be Neo in the Matrix. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. But we don't unfortunately have control over it either, because that's pretty much an agenda.
Right.
So you have to be very aware, observant, and cognizant of
what up, King too,
where this is going, right? Because even something as simple as self-checkout at the grocery stores, those were people's jobs at one point. Those were what senior citizens did just because they wanted to get out or they wanted to make ends meet. Now they don't have that option. Senior citizens don't know how to use AI. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a lot of pros and cons to AI.
Oh, my bad.
No, I was just going to wrap up and say, and the more it's used, unfortunately, the more it's going to expand. So that's just how that's going to go.
Right. So, Kate.
I mean, at this point, almost everything I see is you need to learn the skills, because no one's hiring if you don't know how to do it.
Right.
You need to learn the skills. You need to know how to handle your AI agents. You need to get them doing the work as well. You need to know how to manage your AI agents and keep it under control as well. So there's lots of things that need to be done in order to stay relevant in today's world as you're moving forward in your career.
So what are some of the best practices that you found when it comes to AI, when it comes to like using AI to your benefit, manipulating AI to work for you, instead of having a snitch on you?
Training is really the only way to get it to work for you. and really get your voice and get your goals and everything. You have to train it.
And how do you go about that?
It's going to give you slop if you don't do that. If you don't give it, if you don't know how to prompt it, if you don't know how to train it, it's going to give you crap. And then you're going to put out a crappy product that nobody wants. You want to get good at training, making sure you know how to prompt it, and go from there. So start with the basics.
So like, all right, so I'm gonna be dumb. What do you mean by train? Train it.
So I didn't know I was training my AI when I was doing my, just asking it to glorify, using it as a glorified editor of my posts, right?
Uh-huh.
My social media posts and my emails.
Right.
I didn't know I was training it. It was learning about my organization. It was learning about the kind of events. It was learning about our mission, and it was doing all those things. So now, whenever I'm ready to produce anything, it already knows the voice that I want it in. It already knows the tone that I want it in. It already knows kind of the formats I want it in order to get the best results. So I literally can just quickly say, hey, I need an email about this event, and it knows exactly what I'm looking for, and it'll give me that. Also, if you want to write a script, if you trained it to know your voice and how you do things by uploading your own articles and things like that, you get that right back, and it sounds just like you wrote it.
Okay. What up, Moss? Thanks to these two on the bottom of my screen, we actually probably lost a member of the show from last week.
I feel like everyone looks like they're being adults today. So why have I been invited to the party?
You like to be an adult sometimes, man.
Oh, man. Flossie was popping.
What's popping, y'all? I'm about to go to sleep, though.
Yeah, we about to actually end this soon. We got another fellow Morgan Knight on the show right now. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Young lady, I came in at the tail end. Who are you? My name is Derek, and you are?
Keisha.
Oh, she giving out the government.
Pleasure meeting you. I don't know what I just got pulled into. So
we was going over how you train AI. I'm gonna give my spiel because I don't really got it for y'all tonight.
You sound like you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot. I wore 17 hats today. You know how that goes. So
I overstand.
Giggity.
So he did a good job of explaining that. I mean, it's not. Here's the thing about AI, it's gonna do exactly what you put into it. So when you are working with AI, it's just like being on a date or interacting with human beings. It's really not that hard. My AI is so trained right now that I can tell it to do something and it's going to do it per my algorithm, per my style, per my language. The more you use the AI, which a lot of this is part of the whole pros and cons of it all, the more you use AI, the more it starts learning you and pulling your information without you even realizing it. Just based off of the questions you ask, how you ask it, what words you use, how your language is, the vocabulary. AI is so advanced that it knows the difference between when you're on there, Keisha's on there, I'm on there, Marcy's on there. It knows the difference. Even if you log in, it's going to realize this is not the same person because they've done so much where AI it's artificial intelligence. I mean, that's the best way we can end that and start it. That's just how it is. And it's amazing yet scary at the same time. You can ask you can ask AI to draw you a picture of how the devil looks. And you'll be amazed at what it comes up with.
So that means like if I want to get on some real fuckery, I could be like, AI, about to go on a date tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me the questions that's gonna get me in the panties.
No, it will do that though. You being funny, but it will do that for you because AI can be your therapist. It can be relationship advice. You can tell it about a person that you're talking with and describe the person to AI, and AI will tell you this person is a narcissist. This person is using you as a placeholder. This person is doing this. Now, should you trust all of the information that AI is giving you?
Let's go, Brunson.
I'm gonna leave that on the table.
I mean, that's up to you as an individual.
Yeah. So you have to take it like anything else you use as a resource for research and take it with a grain of salt. You just have to go with your discernment and intuition and take it from there. But training it's not difficult at all. It doesn't even take more than 5 minutes. After speaking with AI, it's gonna pick up what kind of person you are. You can say, well, describe Vision. It'll tell you what it thinks of you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to tell you exactly, based on how you're interacting with it, it's going to tell you this is the type of person you are, and you're this type A or type B personality. It breaks it all down. So,
it's going to be all positive about me. Go ahead, Moss. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I used AI yesterday to tell me what stage I am in my business. And it was it was like very enlightening. Well, I've asked AI to roast me. That was very hurtful. No.
Hey, I gotta keep it funky. Would you like it?
Taking it too far. I know. I think it's real good. I was like, step away from the AI. Okay?
It's like you go too far, AI. You go too far.
I don't know what the hell is going on. He's telling me this. What?
I mean, shit.
Make it make sense, bro.
I asked AI to help me make a good old fashioned. You know what I mean?
He swore I was gonna want to talk an hour about a topic, and if this was it, it was definitely
Nah.
not there.
This wasn't it. I was going to talk about something else. I actually started talking about it, but then, you know, but.
Sorry, okay. No, you are good. He never sticks to what he's gonna do. So
No. Me and her planned this, but
I gotta lock up in a second because I'm so tired.
yeah, tonight's gonna be a short. Tonight wasn't the night to do it. Too much going on TV with the draft and the Knicks, the playoffs. Know what I mean, so Thursday we can get more into what she does and things like that. And I got the topic, so I'm actually going to end the show. Know what I mean, Marcia came on disgruntled, man. So we could have asked AI what's going on with a certain party from last week because I want to talk about choices tonight and the power of choices. Choices.
Power of choices.
Yes, choices. So
whose choice?
Choices. It's in general the choices that you make and
the choices that you make, and you have to just let people know that you don't play about theirs, about yours. That's it. You want that?
This is choices in general.
Oh, no.
Like, listen, man. Like, so I was talking.
I feel like you holding Flossie hostage.
I ain't holding up. Listen, it's her choice to stay on.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. I was just supporting the show. I can get off.
Hey, we can take a shot first. Shot o'clock.
Nope.
See, that's your choice not to drink. I don't want to hear about it tomorrow.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool on the drink.
See, it's the fucking Knicks' choice to not make a damn shot. But I digress. But,
okay.
But look, y'all. Like I said, I'm not doing the show long tonight, so I am going to end the show tonight. So I got to get back to yelling at my screen because that's a choice I'm making. So, and hopefully AI can pull out this damn victory for the Knicks. So,
let me apologize in advance, Keisha. Jesus Christ.
Keisha know me. Keisha, I appreciate you tuning in for not for the first time, but I appreciate you not going live with us for the first time to talk about AI. We'll talk about it more. We'll get more in depth with it because what Keisha she actually does. Well, tell them what you do real quick, Keisha. They're like like your platform and things like that. And then we'll end it.
Well, right now I'm doing a lot of training in AI. So if you want to get started, you can always contact me. I will do a quick start session with you. If you want to go more deeper with making agents and things like that, you can also do that in mini marketing as well. So that's what I've been doing. I'm really excited to train different people on AI, and that's what I did.
And how can they contact you?
People your site, your rates, how they get in contact with you.
Yeah, so you can reach me on mysteryai.org. That is my website, and also on all the social media platforms as well, Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn.
Thank you, Keisha.
No problem.
Thank you, Keisha. All right, Marsh, you want to outro yourself?
Yep, he sure is.
There he goes.
Yep. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I'm Flossie.
Good night.
Nice meeting you, Keisha. Y'all have a good one, okay?
All right, everybody. See y'all next week on Thursday. Peace. Go Knicks. All right, Keish. Real talk.
Bye.
All right. Come on, Knicks.